morning. It is day 2 of Star Trek Mission New York. After day 1, we had a good time on day 1, I think.
Day 1 was a good day.
Yeah, day 1 was a lot of fun. I think common consensus that I'm seeing online, and at least amongst us, is that the show floor, you know, little lackluster, but the panels are awesome. Which, I mean, makes sense. There's a lot of cool panels going on this weekend. So we are heading in for day 2. Got a couple things we want to check out today, including a panel on Star Trek the Animated Series, Star Trek The Next Generation, all sorts of cool stuff. So we're heading in now. It's a little early. We're just going to hang out in the VIP lounge, and I'm not going to walk into this wall. And we'll check in with you in a second. A lot more people this morning, Saturday morning. They are heading us into the show floor right now. Whoa, check it out. It's only day 2 of the show, and the field bag and pint glass are already sold out. I'm glad I came and got them early. And here we have a service animal wearing a Star Trek shirt. How cool is that?
It's appropriate that he's in the sciences.
That's a good point. You know? And he's interested in the Roddenberry booth. All right, first stop of the day, we're going to hit the Hallmark booth for the Star Trek Convention Exclusive. In there, it looks like they have kind of a museum of all their previous ornaments. We'll take a look at that here in a second. This here is the show exclusive ornament.
Ready?
All right, let's do it. Oh, it looks nice and heavy too.
Scan for life forms all day long.
Yeah, all day.
Look at the line on Saturday for the original series ship pictures versus yesterday. It starts on the other side and it wraps around the back and comes all the way out here. Yesterday we waited maybe 10 minutes max. So difference between Friday and Saturday. Oh, and look who it is. It's Aaron Head. Should we surprise him? Hello!
Well, hello there.
Over here at the Star Trek Timelines booth, they actually have Q, John Delancey, signing for free as a promotion for the game. How awesome is that? All right, let's check out the Star Trek Online booth. Looks like that's for PS4. Some kind of green screen action going on here. Oh, it looks like it has both ship and on-planet action. And look who it is. Denise Crosby is here, signing for Star Trek Online. That's awesome. I just played the Star Trek Online, and I gotta say, I mean, I only did the space battle, and I sucked at it. That was a lot of fun, actually. I was talking to the guy. It comes out Tuesday, which I think is September 6th, maybe? Let's see. Yeah, September 6th. I'm going to be downloading it. I thought it was a lot of fun. It has space action and planetary action. And I didn't do much of the planet stuff, but I did a lot of the space battles. And again, I sucked. But it was a lot of fun. We're going to try to check back later, see if we can talk to some of the developers. But just in case we don't, I would recommend checking it out. Star Trek Online. Plus, they had Denise Crosby at their booth. So that's pretty cool. All right, I'm here with Al. Al, what do you do for Star Trek Online?
I'm the lead designer of Star Trek Online.
Oh, wow, fantastic. So Al earlier was showing me how to play the game. Thank you for that. Without that help, I mean, I play games, but not often enough.
Well, on the demo here, we're putting you in front of a level 30 character. So you can show off the board, and you can show off, some of the higher level abilities in the bigger ships. So we're throwing you right into the fire. If you want to play the game from the beginning, it's a tutorial. We obviously walk you through. You start off on the ground, and you start with clicking, you start with walking, and we ease you into it.
So tell me about Star Trek Online. It's out now on PC. Is that what I overheard?
Yes, it's out on PC. It's been on PC for about 6.5 years now.
Okay. It's out forever on PC, but it's coming to PS4.
It's coming to PS4 and Xbox One.
Oh, okay.
Next week, on the 7th, September 7th. I think that's a Tuesday.
Okay.
So it'll be out next week. And like I said, it's been on PC, but we basically rebuilt the game almost entirely from scratch over the years, and especially over the last year or so, preparing for console. So we've done all the lighting and all the maps. If you go to our website and see all the before and after screenshots to see the difference in the lighting and the environments. We've obviously completely rebuilt the UI and controls. This is not a PC4. It is, but we don't want it to feel like a PC UI. It's all console UI, built from the ground up. And we designed all the controls, put the entire game. This is not a dumbed down version of a PC MMO. This is a full MMO on the controller. We was really clever with the way we set up the controls. We embedded everything into real menus as well as auto-executing scripts. So if you want to only manage a few buttons, you can put the rest on auto-executing scripts or control this manually as well.
Great. So tell us a little bit about, for folks who have not played Star Trek Online yet, maybe coming into it for consoles.
Sure.
What is the concept? What do you do?
Okay. Well, first of all, what I should say is that it is a free-to-play game.
Okay.
So it's free-to-play on PC, and it will be free-to-play on Xbox One and PlayStation 4 as well. So there's no commitment. You go in, you just download the game. You don't have to buy a client. You just download it for free. There's no pay fees. Not even going to ask you for a credit card. You just play. And all the content's available for free. Okay. You're not going to be separated between payers and not payers. Everyone gets to play all the same content, all the story content, all the zones, all the maps, all the queues, what people might call raid. Star Trek Online is an MMO, so that means massively multiplayer online game. It is an RPG, and the idea is that you are a captain. You can start the game as a Federation captain, a Klingon captain, or as a Romulan captain. Okay, and you start off as, depending on which faction you choose, the story is for Federation. You start off in the academy, and you're just graduating from the academy, and you're going out on your first training voyage. And then bad things happen, and your captain dies, and you have to take over the ship the same day. And then you basically get awarded the ship, and then you continue to play, and you go all over the galaxy. You get to see all the iconic locations of Star Trek. You can free fly around the Alpha Quadrant and the Beta Quadrant, eventually find the portal to the Delta Quadrant. You can go into the Delta Quadrant, go to famous locations like Deep Space Nine. You can go to Vulcan. On Vulcan, when Leonard Nimoy passed away, we set up a memorial for the statue of a spot on Vulcan. You can go to Badland. You can go to fluid space. You can go and fight the Borg. You can fight Klingons. You can fight Gorn. You can fight everything in the Delta Quadrant. And you level up. You keep leveling up, and you get more and more ships. As you level up, you get bigger and bigger ships. Here's our Tier 6 Odyssey. This is an official Enterprise F, the next generation of CBS, the next generation of the Enterprise.
Oh, wow.
And so you can earn this in the Odyssey class, and you can get one of these in the game. And there's 450 playable ships, about 35 playable species to choose from. And you play engineer, science officer, and tactical officer. And we also have about about 15 celebrity voice talents from different years of past.
I met Denise Crosby earlier.
Yeah, Denise is a big friend of ours. She's been in the game a lot, both as casting artist and Sula.
So that answers my next question, which is that you can run into perhaps folks that you're familiar from the TV series.
Yeah, some of the notable ones are Denise Crosby, Jason Masterson, Michael Dorn is Bork, Tim Russ is Spock. Not Spock. Tim Russ is Tuvok. Harry Kim. Garrett Long is Harry Kim. Like I said, about 15 or so. Paris is Robert Cook is Dean was Paris. And also, as well as a number of Star Trek guest stars who've played in there to reprise their roles in smaller roles. And when we bring them in, we write stories about them that are personal to them. So that way, if there may be a dangling thread of story that hasn't really been resolved in the show, we try to come back and touch on it so it's personal to them. And we go on an adventure with them on their ship and on the ground, and we fight with them, and we solve, and we explore, and it's really fun, and the actors do a great job.
That sounds great. So for folks who do have a PC or just want to check out more about Star Trek Online, the website would be
StarTrekOnline.com.
StarTrekOnline.com.
Yep.
Easy enough.
And where you go.
This coming Tuesday. Game will be available for PS4 and Xbox One. Currently available for PC.
And actually, and also this year we just came out with our latest expansion that we just took yesterday in honor of the 50th anniversary, and that allows you to play in the TOS era, in the original series era. So you can play. It takes place in about 2270, so the year after Kirk's missions. And we've got Archer Koenig in there. You can meet him, and Chris Duhan, who's James Duhan's son, plays Scotty. He's a dead ringer for his voice of Christmas.
So you mentioned you can play in the TOS era. So this takes place
2409. About 30 years after the events of the movie Nemesis.
Okay.
But if you play in the 23rd century, you eventually time shenanigans. You play in there for a while, time shenanigans happen, and you come back and you join the rest of the movie.
Very cool.
Very cool.
Well, Al, thank you so much for your time.
You're very welcome.
I love playing the game. I'm going to download it on Tuesday.
Yes, and it is free to download. So you can just go, once it's on the dashboard, you can just go and push the button, download it. A couple hours later, you just log in and play. I hope everyone has a chance to check it out. No worries, no commitments. I guarantee if you're a Star Trek fan, you're going to love it.
Very cool. Thanks again.
Thank you.
Thanks. The Star Trek Online folks gave me this USB drive. How cool is that? I mean, check it out. You just pop the top here. Difficult to do with one hand. And there's your USB. And it has some footage from the game and stuff like that. And so I'm going to show you that right now, actually.
Hi, I'm Star Trek Online's executive producer, Steve Ricosa, and I'm here to talk about the upcoming console release for Star Trek Online for Xbox One and PlayStation 4. Star Trek Online is a full-scale, free-to-play MMO taken straight from the TV series and movies. With the extremely rich universe of Star Trek, we're able to bring hundreds of storylines from Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, Voyager, and more. Every player is able to have a custom Star Trek experience as the captain of their own adventure in the Star Trek universe. With Star Trek Online coming to console, you're getting content from 11 seasons and 2 major expansions worth of story arcs, featuring actors playing their characters straight from the show like Seven of Nine, Worf, The Doctor, Harry Kim, Lita, Tuvok, and many, many more. The difference that makes STO special is that it's an MMO designed from day one to feature both space and ground combat, essentially providing the gameplay from 2 separate games in one awesome package. One of the biggest challenges we faced when creating Star Trek Online for console was the control scheme. We had to figure out how to get a 72-key keyboard onto a 16-button controller, which was definitely no small task. We spent weeks figuring out a control layout that felt smooth, interactive, and gave players easy access to all of the abilities in the PC version of the game. We came across a control scheme that the team loved, and we spent months iterating our final layout to make it feel completely natural to fly a starship or lead an away team on a controller. Our most significant innovation for gameplay involves using our new command wheel to quickly and easily select powers from a range of options. These abilities can be mapped to the face buttons for instant availability. Finally, you can set nearly anything in these wheels to a smart auto-fire system to help you optimize the uptime of your abilities. These 3 features combine to provide you with a wide variety of strategic and tactical options for captains across the spectrum of skill ranges. The next thing we told ourselves was, if we're going to be on Xbox One, if we're going to be on PlayStation 4, we have to look like we belong on Xbox One and PlayStation 4. Our core technology team brought us HDR lighting, clustered forward rendering, and light probes to give our artists the tools to make a complete relighting pass on the entire game. We feel the results truly make us look like we belong on the current generation of hardware. The last thing we decided to do was a complete overhaul of the UI. I know that as a console player, I find it awkward when I play a PC port with a UI that assumes I have a keyboard and mouse. We literally threw the entire UI away and rebuilt it from scratch, purpose-built to be optimized for controller play. These 3 changes are the major pillars of this port, but we've made countless updates that will make the game accessible and fun while still providing the full Star Trek Online experience. Players will get 6 years worth of fantastic Star Trek Online updates right at launch, including 2 expansions and 11 seasonal updates. Just like the PC version, the game is free to download, free to play, no subscriptions, and all of our content updates are 100% free. All you have to do to have an amazing adventure in the Star Trek universe is show up and have fun. Star Trek Online will be available on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One in the fall of 2016. See you in the final frontier.